What's up, everybody, man? It's your boys back at it again with another episode of the Cam and T podcast. I am your co-host, Tony T. Tom West, and also as well, we have our other co-host, my brother from another brother, Cam. What's up, brother? How you doing today, dog?
You. What's good? What's
What's
good?
going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I can't call it. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing real good. You know what I'm saying? Full reveal for the EA college football games was come out this week, so you know I'm hyped about that. You know I'm waiting on that on
Yes,
Thursday. We're gonna
sir.
jump into that later on tonight. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. I can't complain. It's getting a little warmer outside. I know today was kind of in Georgia. It's kind of chilly a little bit and rainy. Like it's clearing up now though, but it's been kind of chill. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good, man. It's so much going on right now in sports, and I think it's the first time in like a month we ain't had a guest. So it's kind of good for it just to be me and you again for just a week or two.
Yeah.
But we definitely gonna get more guests on here, so y'all don't panic. We're gonna get more y'all on here. I know a lot of people been asking me like, "Oh, I want to come on the pod. Oh, I want to come on the pod." We definitely gonna get y'all all on, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely just keep a lookout. We're gonna be hitting y'all up and getting y'all on the pod. So tonight gonna be a really, really fun show, man. Really fun show. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Like I said, it's a lot going on in the sports world in general. We got the NBA playoffs going on right now. We'll talk about that a little bit. The NBA lottery just happened on Sunday. We'll talk about that. The Atlanta Hawks, my Atlanta Hawks, have the number one pick in the NBA draft. We'll talk about that for a little bit. NBA combine talk. Bronny James is showing out at the combine up there in Chicago. We'll talk about that. There's been this big debate of can NFL players go play in the NBA and can the NBA players go play in the NFL? We'll have a discussion about that as well. And then, like I talked about earlier, the EA college football full reveal is supposed to take place on Thursday. We'll talk about what we kind of expect to see there, what might happen, what may not happen, whatever the case may be. And we'll talk about the Gunna album too, because you know me and you both are big Gunna fans. So we're gonna, and I'm actually gonna even bring up Chief Keef's album too, because I thought his album was really good as well. But we'll talk about that as well. So it's gonna be a fun night. So y'all stay tapped in with us and lock in with us, man. It's gonna be fun. Now, let's get to the sports. We got the playoffs going on right now. Let's start with the playoffs real quick. Let's go through the playoffs real quickly. Your boys, I'm going to start off with your boys. Y'all started off 2-0, and I thought it was Jover. I said, y'all about to get sent home. And the Nuggets have responded just like champions do. They've won 2 games now on the road. So now the game is pretty much, it's back even, 2-2. And now they kind of have the momentum at this point because now it's the best out of what, 3 at this
Best of
point?
three. Yeah.
Yeah, best of 3. And I think that bodes well for the Nuggets. So I'm gonna read off what the series are looking like right now. Then we'll kind of go over each series just briefly, and then we'll jump into other stuff. So as of right now, we have the Thunder and the Mavs. They're tied at 2-2 right now in their series as well, which has been another really competitive one. They've been tied there. Then also we just talked about the Nuggets and Timberwolves. They're tied at 2-2. Boston went up yesterday 3-1. So I think that series is canned. I think it's over pretty much, especially with the injury of Donovan Mitchell. I think it's cooked.
It's Jover.
And then also as well, you have the Pacers going up against the Knicks. And that series now is getting interesting. It's tied 2-2, and they play tonight back in New York. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out as well. So let's just kind of go over each series real quickly. Let's talk about your Nuggets. How do you feel at this point? Y'all have came back. What's your thoughts on the Nuggets and what they doing right now at this time?
Yeah, man. I'll be completely frank with you. I'm still a bit skeptical simply because the season series did the same exact thing as these first 4 games of these playoffs. Every single game played between the Nuggets and the Timberwolves this season was won on the road by the road team.
Yeah.
And so I think that the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, he has a lot to say lately in the press conferences. And I like what he's saying, basically that they didn't expect this to be easy. They didn't expect to sweep the Nuggets. They didn't expect to, blow us out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're the defending champs. As far as the Nuggets go, I think that these last 2 games are probably the best 2 games that we played all postseason, to be frank with you.
I agree. Yeah.
Because especially game 3 we was just clicking. Game 3, if we played every game like we played game 3, I think we would go 16-0, beat everybody in these playoffs if we played every game like game 3. But of course, that's not happened.
Right.
Game 4, again, a really good game. We were up. We did what we had to do. Aaron Gordon went off. Jokic obviously did his thing. So I was really excited about that. Jamal Murray was hitting clutch shots. It was a really good game. For the Timberwolves, obviously I don't want this to happen, but they got to find a way to get back on the defensive side of the ball. They've been struggling these last 2 games on defense, and that's not their game. Obviously, throughout the regular season, they haven't won games by outscoring people. They've won games by holding people to, barely over, I think, 106 points a game or something like that. I'm pretty sure they had the number 1 defense in the league. So I think it's a really good series. I think tonight's game can go either way. I'll be frank with you again. If the Nuggets lose tonight's game, you can pretty much guarantee that every single game will be won on the road in this series, which means that it's going to 7. So yeah. Well, how do you feel about the series so far?
I think the series is going to 7. I'm with you 100%. I think what'll probably happen tonight, actually. So I kind of think a little bit of opposite of you. I think the Timberwolves actually come back and win tonight, and then I think that well, no, that's pretty much what you said, actually. My bad. Yeah, I think that the Timberwolves win tonight. Then Denver will get them on Thursday, I guess. They will play them on Thursday and then get the win there. And then I think the Nuggets end up taking this thing eventually. Now, when it was 2-0, I was like, I think the Wolves might have this thing in the bag. But now I'm thinking that the Nuggets pulled us out in 7. So I'm with you 100%. And Jokic just finally woken up too. So shout out to him. He's really gotten it going because them first 2 games were kind of rough.
They wasn't good.
Yeah, but he's gotten it going. So shout out to him. But yeah, I think your Nuggets are in pretty good shape right now, especially if they get a win tonight. They in real good shape. I think.
Yeah. I agree.
If they get a win tonight, I think they might seal it up in 6. Let's talk about the Thunder and the Mavs. Because they played last night. All of a sudden, PJ Washington looks
going
amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a real game changer at this point. He's playing really well. And that series is tied 2-2. He's been pretty good in all 4 games, honestly, for them in this series. And OKC, they're playing pretty good as well. I thought they fought really hard last night to get back in that game because that should have been 3-1. They should have been 3-1. I'm not gonna cap. But they got back in there. How do you feel about that series? What's your feeling about the series between the Mavericks and also as well the OKC Thunder?
I'm with you with PJ Washington going crazy. I think the last 3, he's got 20 in 3 straight games at least. So it's funny because we got the basketball chat and there's a lot of Hornets fans in there, and I sent it to him and they were like, he gonna fall off the next game after he went off for what was that? He went off for what 28 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
They were like, he gonna score 2 next game. Then he put back up 21. They're like, he gonna score 2 next game. Then he went back up to 25 or something like that. Whatever he had yesterday. He's playing out of his mind. Yeah, I think that he's going to be a pivotal piece for the Mavericks moving forward into the future. Him and Gafford, I think they both been playing very well this series. Yeah. Luka and Kyrie obviously are doing their thing. I think Kyrie needs to play a little bit better, to be frank with you.
Yeah, especially with Luka like battling some injuries, he's going to have to step up a little bit. Yeah,
Kyrie should probably, and I'm not trying to bash him or nothing like that, but he should probably try to take over and be the one this series, especially considering Luka is out or is injured. And considering also the rest of the Mavericks team, I mean, there's a lot of the team. You got Luka, Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean, those guys have played together for a while, but this is a team that kind of got built around the trade deadline and kind of got dealt. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Kyrie being one of the more senior players on the team needs to step up and be pretty much a better leader on the field, or excuse me, on the court than what we've seen so far in this series, but. Again, like you said, it should have been 3-1. The Mavericks kind of blew that. Like my man AB right here said, Luka didn't really look that good last night.
Yeah.
Again, dealing with injuries and everything, it happens. But at the same time, like I always say, like I said last week, if you out there, you need to play. You need to give it. You need to be if you playing, you need to be 100%. That's the way I look at it. You need to play like you playing at 100%. So. And as far as OKC goes, I'm not gonna lie, I thought they was going down 3-1. I thought it was Jover. I thought, remember I
Yeah.
told you, they young. I thought they peaked. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe they just peaked a little too early in the season. They're not ready yet. But last night, crawling back, I mean, the squad, I really
And
like
they was down the majority of that game. Like, I think they didn't get a lead until like 3 minutes in the fourth quarter or something like that. Man. They were down the majority of that game.
I mean, it's just to crawl back, to fight back and win. It shows excellent leadership on behalf of Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Williams played very well last night.
Yeah.
Chet was all right, and then my man Wallace was all right too. And Lou Dort, man, I need to give him some credit.
Yeah,
Dort going crazy on defense, man. Like, so I mean, OKC doing their thing. I really like what they're doing. Again, I don't know if they win this series, but I think they've showed promise, and that, you know, in the future that they'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I 100% agree with everything you said, man. Moving on to the next series, let's talk about the Celtics and the Cavaliers shortly. I think we all must know this series is over. I don't think there's really too much to talk about in this series, especially with the health concerns of Donovan Mitchell, and honestly just future concerns for Donovan Mitchell, because I don't know if he's playing his last game in a Cavaliers jersey, to be quite frankly honest with you.
Yeah.
But, you know, in my personal opinion, this series is over, but I'll still ask you, how do you feel about this series?
I think that, once again, like we said last week with Keno, Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell just not going to work together.
They're just not going to work, yeah.
They're just not going to work. Two good dudes, good players.
Yeah.
They ain't got no beef or nothing like that as far as I know. But on the court, you can't get them on the – it's too much. They don't mesh well together.
They don't mesh well.
Right. So really, as far as the Cavaliers go, they're gonna have to find a way to fix it next year. Again, I'm with you. I don't know if Donovan Mitchell is returning. If he does return, they're gonna have to build something around him. Let Garland go. You know what I'm saying? Do something. But that duo, you got to blow that up off the rip. You got to blow that up.
Yeah.
As far as the Celtics go, again, what more can we say? The Celtics last night was their closest margin of victory, I believe, all playoffs, and it was only by 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that means every game they won was
they've been waxed.
So, I mean, the Celtics look deadly. Look like they're gonna be your Eastern Conference champions. They'll be in the finals this year. It's pretty much all I got to say about them.
Yeah, I think they'll be in the finals as well. And the last series, to me, which I think the series I've been kind of the most entertained with, is the Pacers versus the Knicks, which is actually going to play tonight at 8:00.
Yeah.
You know, in this series, I'm not going to lie, I'm actually pretty surprised on how close this thing has been. Now, I know they've played pretty close within the season, but I do think the Knicks are a better team. They should win this in 6. But, you know, I don't know. I think if you look at every game they played, the Pacers have played better than them in every single game. We talked about this on my stream, I think yesterday on my PS5 when I was doing my little Panthers reboot. We was talking about how really, if you look at it, I'm not going to lie, the Pacers have played better than the Knicks really this entire time. This entire series, it should be over, honestly. The Knicks blew 2 leads, and in the 2 games they won, they like pretty much blew New York out the frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, again, I think, you know, the Pacers are doing really well. I think they're doing a really good job. What do you think about this series?
It just comes down to coaching.
Yeah.
I think Thibodeau is – you can only go so far with Tom Thibodeau. We've seen it time and time again. He going to run you – and he going to run your cardio.
Yeah.
If you go play for Tom Thibodeau, you can probably go run the cross country in the Olympics after that, because he's going to have you out there running.
Yep.
And on the other side of things, Rick Carlisle has kind of turned the Pacers around mid-series, which is outstanding on his behalf.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you said, they play better than them in all the games, but it's about closing the game. It's about finding ways to win, and they've done that. So I don't know who's going to win the series. I really couldn't tell you. I think I'm with you. I think the Knicks are a better team, but at the same time, are you really a better team, or is it just that the players that are out there, the 6-man rotation or whatever that Thibodeau is doing, is just better than the Pacers? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because eventually these guys are going to gas out. They probably already starting to gas out. We'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Knicks have already struggled with a lot of injuries already, as is.
Exactly, and this is without Julius Randle this whole time too.
Right.
So they already struggling with injuries anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if they gas out tonight, then I'm with AB over there. Pacers might win the series for real.
Yeah, I get it. It wouldn't surprise me though, to be quite frankly honest with you. I did want to see what Denzel said. He said, I know y'all seen Bron and Savannah checking out the scenery in Cleveland. Now they say allegedly, he was just back home visiting family, whatever the case may be. Y'all know LeBron. I love LeBron. He's one of my favorite players of all time. Y'all know that man like attention. He know what he was doing, bro. He's trying to get some leverage from the Lakers, make sure they do what he wants. You feel me? Like, that's just what it is. And I don't blame Bron. You know what I'm saying? He's been the face of the league for 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at him for it, but that's what's going on with that situation.
Yeah. He looking at Donovan Mitchell. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't think there's going to be a return to Cleveland. I don't think, because I know a lot of people was kind of like insinuating that today. I think this is more so for the Lakers to wake up and let them know that, hey, y'all better do something that I like. Yeah. Or I can leave, you know what I'm saying? Or I will go, you know what I'm saying? I think that's all that was. I think that was just him moving a power play on the Lakers. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and jump into the NBA lottery, because the NBA lottery took place on Sunday. The NBA lottery took place on Sunday, and the Atlanta Hawks landed the number 1 pick for the first time in their whole, I think, organization career. Like, they've never landed the number 1 pick ever.
Not via the lottery. They had it before, but not
in the lottery. Yeah, let me say in the lottery, they never landed the number 1 pick. So they landed the number 1 pick in the lottery, and I think they were actually slotted to get the number 10 spot. This might be one of the biggest jumps I've ever seen in the lottery. I'm not sure, but I've never seen a 10 go from 1 to. So I don't know how that happens, but it kind of sucks, and I'll kind of give my take because I'm a Hawks fan. It sucks that this is the draft we get the number 1 pick. It sucks. I hate to say it, like, it's terrible. This is a terrible draft. Like, if Alex Sarr is what I have to look to, like, no disrespect to Alex Sarr, I think he's a decent player. I think in most years' drafts, he's probably the 5th, 6th best player in that draft. I mean, hell, look at last year. I mean, he ain't better than Wemby. He ain't better than Brandon Miller. Scoot kind of started turning around towards the end of the season last year. He ain't better than none of them 3, I don't think.
Thompson
twins did pretty good. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't really think he's better than any of those guys. But it just sucks as a Hawks fan. It's like we finally get some luck, and it's in the worst possible season ever. But the Hawks do get the number 1 pick. How did you feel about that, just in general, like from them coming from 10 all the way up to 1?
I'll say this. I'm gonna pivot a little bit.
Yeah. I
hate the lottery. Abolish it.
Yeah, I agree. They just need to do it like NFL. Worst team gets the first pick.
I can't stand it. I think it's so stupid.
It's stupid as crap. Yeah.
I think that it doesn't make sense that the Pistons can have the worst record. What is this, the 2nd year in a row? And neither year didn't get the top pick.
They weren't even. I don't even think they were in the top 5 last year either. Were they top 5 last? Or they was right at 5?
They was 5 because they got Thompson.
They got Thompson at 5. Yeah. So that's I say get rid of. I'm with you. Get rid of the lottery completely. Go ahead.
The Hornets. No, you good. The Hornets got the 6th pick.
Yeah. The Hornets have 21 wins this year or something like that.
Yeah, they've been trashed for decades. I mean, it's the team. The lottery is just dumb because it doesn't make sense. How can you say that teams are tanking and you doing the lottery so that teams won't tank every year? But yet the lottery kind of, in my opinion, it kind of promotes tanking because teams, what can the Hornets do? They first and foremost, they play in one of the smallest markets in the league. One of the, I don't mean no disrespect.
I was about to say, you know how them Hornet fans get on here, bro.
I don't mean no disrespect when I say this, but there's not a lot of attraction in Charlotte compared to a Miami, compared to a LA. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting a superstar that way. As far as the trade goes, I mean, they didn't really have a good GM for the longest time. So it's not like they was getting much via the trade. You can't just throw a bag at people because other teams can throw the same bag. You know what I'm saying? So it's
like better places.
Yeah. So what are they able to do if they can have a trash year where they finish with what they finished with the fourth worst record this year,
I believe so.
and they had the sixth pick. I mean, you punishing them for being bad, and it's not their fault. You got to give teams a chance. I mean, the Spurs. Let's look at the Spurs, man. Yes, the Spurs were trash last year. They've been trash for a while since Kawhi Leonard left. But it doesn't make sense that a team like the Spurs can only be bad for 5 years out of 30. You know what I'm saying? 5 years out of 20. No, 5 years out of 25. Yeah, 30. They can only be 30. Yeah, they can only be bad 5 years out of 30 and already get a number one pick. And then when they get that number one pick, it's a generational player like Wemby. Yep. Come on, man. Like, the lottery doesn't make sense. It's terrible. It's trash. The NBA needs to abolish it. Worst team gets the best pick, gets the number one pick, and just do it in order. Yep. And I'm not one of them people that know. I don't know the NBA, how the trades and stuff work like I do the NFL. Yeah. This whole protected pick and stuff like that. Let all that go, bro.
No, I agree.
Just take your 30 picks, do 2 rounds, and go on about your business, bro. Go on about your business.
I'm gonna get my conspiracy theory bag a little bit. I'm not really a conspiracy theory person, but I'm about to get into it right now. These NBA lottery drafts are rigged. They are rigged. Let's just be honest, bro. Trae Young was just complaining last week about the Hawks never having a number one pick. He was saying we should have got Anthony Edwards. What happens 3 days later? They get the number one pick. Come on, man. Last year, Greg Popovich, big man whisperers, what people been calling him for 30 years now. Guess what happens? He gets one of the most generational big men to ever play this game, possibly. This stuff is rigged by the NBA. NBA, don't bring no black limos to my house, brother. I don't care. You know, don't. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't bring no black limos to my house, but I'm just keeping it real. This stuff is rigged. It's rigged. That's what it. How can somebody jump from the? I'm a Hawks fan. How does somebody jump from 10-1? Come on, bro. In odds like that. Come on, bro. After a player was just complaining about them never having a first round pick 3 days before. Come on, bro. The writing is on the wall. The NBA rigs this stuff towards their superstars, towards the players they want to kind of push a narrative on or push popularity on, like a Trae Young. Even though a lot of people don't like him, he's a polarizing character. The NBA likes that because that's more eyes. Now everybody's looking at, okay, what is Atlanta going to do? Because now they got the number one pick. Are they going to try? It brings more eyes to every situation. So for me, I think it's just the NBA pulling their own strings and saying, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. In my personal opinion. It's always been that way.
Yeah. I'm with you because you remember the first year LeBron got to LA.
Yep.
LA ended up with like, what pick did they get? They ended up getting the second or third pick or something.
Yeah, high. Like third, yeah.
Real high. And I mean, I just think about that. Like you said, the Hawks.
That was when they got was that Lonzo or Ingram?
That was when they got, I think that's when they got Kyle Kuzma. No, I'm tripping. No. Kuzma was a second round pick. That was when they got or late round pick. That's when they got Lonzo. I think
that's when they got Lonzo. Yeah, you're right.
Because they traded, because you're
right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, because they traded him and Ingram and Julius Randle, right? For AD.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. Anyway, but dang, that seemed like it was so long ago. But
yeah.
But anyway, I just think about the Hawks too. No offense to your Hawks. But them boys was almost a playing team. No, they was a playing team. I'm tripping.
Playing team, yeah.
Them boys was a playing team. You don't get no first pick.
You don't get no first pick, bro. Man. No.
You got to be a Carolina Panthers during Cam Newton's. You got to be a Pittsburgh Steelers. You got to be a middle of the road team until you decide if you're going to be trash and get that top pick or until you actually build your team and get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't go from being a mediocre team to getting the number one pick. That's not how it works because the trash teams, once again, Atlanta was already a solid destination. I'm not saying they was getting a lot of great free agents, but they was able to get solid players though. You know what I'm saying? Versus again, Detroit. who gonna come to Detroit?
Yeah, right.
Who gonna come to Detroit?
Right.
Charlotte. Who gonna come to Charlotte?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Brandon Miller if Brandon Miller turns into a superstar, maybe you get some players then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? LaMelo, maybe if he stay healthy, maybe you get some players because you got 2 players to build around. Mark Williams is solid too. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, Cade Cunningham is really all they got at this point. You know what I'm saying? And what's their center name? I can't even think of.
Duren straight, Jalen Duren.
Yeah, Jalen Duren. He's all right. And Thompson. You got you a nice little nucleus, but who gonna come there? You know what I'm saying? So,
which is why, like I said, I agree with you 100%. I think that the NBA just needs to go to the NFL route. Worst team gets the first pick, bro, and call it a day. Because, like you said, you're almost, punishing teams for being bad. But when you have a situation like a Detroit, when you have especially when you have like tempered salary caps, LA's salary cap is not going to be the same as Charlotte's. So that's another thing that we're not talking about. At least in the NFL, everybody has the same salary cap. There's no big market team, little market team, mid market. Everybody has the same salary cap. They probably do something like that similar in NBA too, as well, to where it can kind of even the playing field. Because a team, no disrespect, a team like Charlotte don't got a chance to win no NBA title at this point right now. A team like Detroit don't got a chance to win an NBA title. All they can hope is that they become what OKC has became, what Minnesota seems to be becoming right now. That's their only hope at this point. Because those are other situations where even what the Magic are kind of becoming as well right now. They look like a solid team in the future, but once again, they had a number 1 pick. So again, it just goes back to that. So yeah, that's how I feel about that, man. But yeah, the NBA lottery stuff is stupid. I 100% agree with you. I think it needs to get gone personally.
I mean, not to stay on it, but like look at the Celtics too.
Yeah.
Remember the Celtics had some rough years. It wasn't trash years, but they had some rough years there, and they ended up getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum out of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So how you go from being, your big 4 to, a little bit of a decline, and then coming out of that decline, I mean,
it goes back to what I said. The NBA wants to push certain teams and certain players in certain cities. That's just how it goes. But and I'm with you. Boston was down for about 3-4 years there. Boom, they hit with Tatum and Brown. That ain't for no coincidence, bro. Now Danny Ainge did a good job, though. I will say that, setting them up. But at the same time, bro, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
AB, that's right. AB said Boston was in the playoffs and fleeced Brooklyn and got them picks.
For KG and Paul Pierce. That's true as well. Right. Yeah. They got that as well.
But again, even still, there's these teams, man, that I mean, look at Portland, bro. What is Portland gonna do, bro?
They ain't gonna do nothing, man.
Who coming to Portland? Like, I thank God every single day that Denver lucked up and got Jokic. We could have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was a 2nd round pick. We could have been so. I don't even know if we had. I think our last pick in the top 10 was probably, I think, Michael Porter Jr. But I think before that was Murray. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's hard for a lot of teams, especially your smaller market teams, to just you can't punish them for being bad. You have to even the playing field, or else 100%. you're gonna get a Cleveland Warriors 5-6 straight times in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna get but again, that's what they want. Like you said, that's what they want, though.
That's what they want. What they want, bro.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yep, that's exactly what they want. Let's jump into the NBA Combine. We want to touch on Bronny real quick because it sounds like to me he going to the draft. I think if you look at his situation and look at how he did, I think at the Combine from the 3, he was 12 from 12. He didn't miss a shot. He had a 40 plus vertical, which is amazing for a guy his size. Now he did come in a little small. I think he came in at 6'1.5" or something like that. But again, he's probably gonna go to the draft. What do you think about like his whole situation with the Combine and with him, like with Bronny and LeBron? Like, what do you think is gonna play out in this scenario?
I think well, first and foremost, good on him for actually doing pretty good at the
Yeah,
combine.
absolutely.
Because and they did confirm today that he's pretty much not he entered his name in the transfer portal and in the combine at the same
Mhm.
time, and I think he withdrew from the transfer portal, so that pretty much confirms
He going
he's
to the
staying.
NBA.
Yeah, he's going to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's I actually no. Let me stop. It wasn't a good idea for him to come out, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was ready. I don't know if I really don't know if he's going to get selected, to be
yeah.
honest with you.
He'll
Because,
get selected, I think, because he's LeBron's son. But yeah,
but see, that's the thing though. How, let me ask you this then.
okay.
How likely do you think that LeBron is just going to force his way to the team that Bronny's on?
I don't think he will. I'm gonna
That's
tell
what
you
I'm
why I
saying.
don't think he will.
Yeah.
I think LeBron just wants to play against. I think he wants that iconic moment, him and his son on the court, same time against each other or on the same team, whatever. I think he just wants to be on the court with his boy, which I think he said that. I just want to be on the court with my son. We ain't got to be on the same team, but on the court with my son. And I think that's just what he wants. So I think as long as he gets that wish, he will be okay. Now, a lot of people are saying Bronny's probably going to be G League. And that's probably, I feel like, probably more so where he's going to fit more, in my personal opinion. But I think that is a situation. I think a lot of people are just drawing this conclusion that LeBron wants to play with his son on the same team. I don't really think that's the case. I think it's more so he just wants Bronny in the league with him at the same time. But could I see somebody like the Lakers trying to appease him and take him at, I think the Lakers had number 7, the 17th or 18th pick somewhere in that ballpark? Yeah, I can see them doing that to appease LeBron. I can definitely see that. But I don't think LeBron's gonna force himself on the same team
Yeah.
as Bronny. I could be wrong though.
Yeah. I remember one time he did say that I'm pretty sure it was him. It was a direct quote from him. He said that whatever team gets my son, they probably gonna get me one day. Now I don't think that means right away. I'm with you. I don't think he's gonna force his way. Like, sometimes, again, Brian, one of my favorite players of all time.
Right.
But Brian be talking. Brian sometimes be talking just to talk. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect. But so I'm with you. I don't think I think he wants his son in the NBA, obviously. But he's also said that, it's whatever Bronny's dream is. Like, if Bronny don't want to play with me, then maybe not. Deontay said what you said, Bronny to the Lakers pretty much is a good bet. I think Bronny, I'm with you. Go to the G League. Let's see what's good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he should have just went to the G League, because that was an option. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could have just went to the G League. But again, I think that Bron, I don't think he wants to leave LA, to be frank with you. Really, I don't think he wants to leave Anthony Davis. I think that's who I think he want to stay with AD. So the Lakers would be wise to pick up LeBron in the second round if they could, if they have a second round, or excuse me, Bronny in the second round if they have a second round pick. I don't think he's worth the first round pick, but at the same time, who is in this draft? You know what I'm saying? That maybe you know what I'm saying? Maybe in this draft he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's not really a deep draft, man. I mean, I look at a guy like Klingon from UConn. I think he's going to be a decent player. Castle from UConn, I think he's going to be a decent player. I even think Sarr is going to be a decent role player, maybe starter, probably. After that, I mean, probably a couple of them Euro guys I don't really know much about. But
it's a dude. So you got my man. I know Edie's gonna be in this draft.
Edie. But see, I think Edie's just gonna be a role player, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're not getting no start. I mean, bro. I mean, it'd be rare if you're not a number 1 overall pick. You not coming in to be a star. You might be a top. If you're not in that top 5, after you hit about 6, especially in a draft like this, you coming in to be a role player. You know
I honestly think at this point, and that's why I'm kind of mad the Hawks do got the number 1 pick. I would have rather us had like the 6th or 7th pick, honestly, because in this draft, I think 4 through 8, 4 through maybe even 15, all the same. Like, and to be honest, a lot of people are hyping up Alex Sarr right now. Again, maybe I'm just not seeing it. He just looks like a okay starter. He looks like a athletic starter, center that needs to gain weight.
Yeah.
Now the potential is there, but
I'm
I
about to
just
say.
don't see the superstar in him. I don't.
Right. But at the
Yeah.
same time, that's what y'all need, though. Y'all need a big.
Yeah, we do. We do
Because
need a big.
Capella, they say Capella might be rolling.
Yeah,
So
Capella and he's on his last year of his deal anyway.
yeah.
The
So
Capella stuff should have been done happen. That should have been. He should have been gone, in my
Yeah.
personal opinion. But that's how I felt about that one. But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think that would be a good pickup for y'all. But again, after that, I mean, there's a couple guys. Dillingham from Kentucky's a solid player.
Yeah, Dillingham from Kentucky still. Yeah, he's straight.
There's other players in this draft too, but at the same time, I'm with you though. You know, it's just it's a little bit of a weaker draft, especially considering in the years past who we've had come through.
And I mean, even next year, look at next year. Cooper Flagg's going to be the guy coming out next year that everybody's going to be saying is generational. So we're going to miss Hawks, going to miss out on that probably because I know the NBA ain't giving us 2 first picks back to back. That's not happening. So again,
who's the last team to do that in the NBA? Was it the 76ers?
I think so.
Because then
I
they
could be wrong, but I think so.
Didn't they get Simmons and Embiid back to back? No. Excuse me, no, because Wiggins was number 1 that year.
Wiggins was number 1, yeah.
They got.
I don't know. I know. It might not even been them. Then they might not have back-to-back picks either. They might have had like a number 1 pick and a number 2 pick or something.
Number 2 pick, yeah.
Yeah, they might have had something like that. But
they got Markelle Fultz. They got him number 1 too.
Yeah, they got Fultz number. But that was like 2 or 3 years after Embiid.
Who came first, Simmons or Embiid?
Embiid was first, right?
Okay, so they did Embiid. Yeah, that's right. They did Embiid first.
Yeah.
And then, bro, I remember the 76ers because they got Embiid, they got Okafor. They
had a couple of early picks.
Yeah, they had a lot. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, but let's move on to this next subject that everybody's been talking about. You know, last week, Austin Rivers, former NBA player, I think he works with ESPN now. He pretty much came out and said that he could find 30 NBA players right now that could go play in NFL professional football. And pretty much he was just saying there's at least 30. At least 30. And you know, it's been a big debate between, you know, NFL players and NBA players and stuff. I'm gonna give you my take first on this whole thing, on this NBA player versus NFL player. I will say this. I think there's guys on both sides that could play both. Like, for example, there's no doubt in my mind Russell Westbrook can play football. He could do it. Seriously. Yeah. Especially when he was younger, he could do it. LeBron James, he could do it. He was actually getting recruited in high school for football.
Yeah, he was the number 1 wide receiver in his state in Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can do it. Like back in his prime health, he could have did it. Anthony Edwards is another one. I could see him playing football. But when it comes to the vice versa, I see a lot of players that could probably do the same as well. I mean, you look at a guy like Devin Funches. I know he's not in the NBA. He's in like a German league or something like that. But even him, like he's overseas or whatever. But he was a mediocre to not really good NFL player, and it seems like he's pretty high in basketball, essentially. Yeah. I think there's a lot of players in football, probably more, that could translate from football over to basketball, because you got to think about it. In football, you telling me a guy like, let me just think. Well, I'll give you a Panther. You telling me a guy like Derrick Brown can't get down in the post and just get rebounds?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I think you can get big guys to get down there and get rebounds. Somebody in the chat said it. Drake May, DK Metcalf, Myles Garrett. Have you seen Bryce Young play basketball?
Yeah,
he's good too. Yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, really good. Michael Parsons, really good. Like, I think there's way more football players that could translate over and actually play in the NBA and actually at least be role players. I can't say that for the NFL, for the NBA to the NFL. It's probably 10 players that I could see. I think Dort, that we were talking about earlier for OKC, I could see him playing like a linebacker. I could see him, being a nice size linebacker. There's only probably about 10 or 11 players I can think on the top of my head that I could see playing in the NFL and actually like having success. LeBron, Russ, Ant Edwards, Luke, Dort. The list already getting short for me, and I've only named like 4 people. It's not a lot of people. I think it's probably 10. I'm just thinking on top of my head, but those are the guys I know could play NFL football if they really wanted to. So that's my spill on it. I think it's way easier to translate from the NFL to the NBA than it is from the NBA to the NFL because the physicality, the things that you put your body through as a football player, and I didn't even play at the professional level, is crazy. Like you are literally getting ready to get drilled, no diddy, for 4 hours straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you like on the O-line or linebacker, whatever. It's just, for me, bro, I'm going to be honest, bro. I don't think a lot of players in the NBA could translate their bodies over to the NFL. But I'll let you give your take.
Yeah, I'm with you. To be honest with you, I put it this way. Just look at the amount of tight ends in the NFL that came from a basketball background. Yep. That's it. That's literally all you got to say to end the whole conversation. My man Julius Peppers played in the Final Four.
Yeah.
And he was a defensive man, but you get what I'm saying. Jimmy Graham was a basketball player before he made the switch.
Luke Hawkins played at Clemson.
Yeah, Nuke. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of
he was a 3-star recruit in basketball, bro.
Yeah, I forgot it because he was a guard, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And it's just it's so many players that can easily, I won't say easily, but they can at least go to the NFL or the NBA and probably can pick up a basketball and probably can do a little something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think they're gonna be scrubs. They already got really good conditioning with the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they're gonna get.
And then it's gonna be softer on them, low key.
It's gonna be soft, so they probably gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They probably gonna be more physical, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So I agree. I think there's a few players I would like to see what a guy like a John Morant could do at wide receiver. I think he can make that work.
Yeah.
Because he got the hops, he got the speed. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. Russell Westbrook in his prime could have done it. Yeah. LeBron. Kendrick Perkins' list was okay. I think Aaron Gordon might have been a solid tight end. Yeah. I think he's pretty physical. I mean, there's so many power forwards. You could look at pretty much every power forward in the NBA right now, and you could probably say they might
Zion definitely could play football.
Zion definitely could play some football.
Yeah, I forgot about him. He definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I just think that there's a lot of NBA players that could, or not a lot of NBA players, but there's a lot of NFL players that could get on the basketball court and do something. And I think specifically the power forward position in the NBA could at least make that, you know what I'm saying, make that transition. I think centers are way too tall. Centers are way too tall. You can't be 6'10", 7 foot playing. Yeah. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? But you might be able to be, if you 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", we might be able to get you out there at tight end. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a guard, obviously your NBA guards are gonna have it a lot easier because they can get out there and play wide receiver.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. But again, Shannon Sharp said earlier he was going back and forth with Kendrick Perkins, and he said that that NBA players are more skilled than NFL players, but the NFL players are more aggressive. They're tougher,
more physical. Yeah,
and I agree with that. But also, I want to make a point that playing quarterback is a skill. You got to be skilled. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll go another position that you got to be skilled. Corner. You have to be skilled to play a corner. To play corner, you are literally running backwards 90% of the game.
Yep.
Like you have to be skilled to play cornerback. Can't nobody just like when it comes to like linebacker, D line, it's really just go get the ball. Line too, like O line, just block. You feel me? But when you're talking about wires, cornerbacks and like safeties too, DBs really, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta have a skill to play that. And quarterback, obviously, like you said.
Facts. That's why I was saying, like, corner, you can't play. There's no NBA player right now that can go out there and play corner. Absolutely
not. No.
But I guarantee you, a guy like Sauce Gardner or a guy like a PS2, or a Jalen Ramsey, I wouldn't be surprised if they can get out there and dribble that ball.
Yeah, at least I guarantee you the players that you just named could at least give you 5 buckets. So like 5 points a game, 2 rebounds and an assist. They in an NBA game, bro. Any given night, they can at least give you that.
They probably can do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's what I'm saying. I just think that the football players just got it. They they can. I think that transition will be easier for them. I put it that way. It'd be easier for them because the NBA, you got to think. I mean, you got to be, especially in today's league, you got to be tough. You can't just go out there and think that you. I like what Shannon Sharp said. In basketball, we running around players. In football, we trying to run through players.
Through them.
That's why I say power forward is probably the only position because it's always physical unless you're a stretch guy. But for the most part, it's a physical position. You can probably get out there and play some tight end if you want to. But some of these other guys, nah, not at all.
Yeah, I agree. I think we both align on this one 100%, man. I
would like to see Pat Beverly put on some pads though. And
he kind of like a little bulldog. I could see him. I could see Pat Beverly getting.
I just want to see him get popped and see what happens.
Yeah, he a little bulldog though. He might come make something shake though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, running back.
But yeah, right, like a running back or something, right? But yeah, I think that's just how I feel about the whole debate between that. But I think we pretty much agree on that. Now, you know what I want to talk about. We gotta move into it. Thursday is a big day for EA Sports and EA College Football. Allegedly, there's supposed to be something coming out. They said on EA Sports, the actual website, that there's going to be a quote-unquote official reveal of the cover because the cover got leaked last week. I think EA is trying to pull a slick one on people and trying to not get people like they trying to catch us off guard with a trailer or like something like that. But allegedly, there's going to be something that is going to come out on May the 16th at 11 a.m. And I'll be live streaming it on my Twitch channel too for my gaming people. So definitely going to be live streaming my full reaction when it comes out. But pretty much, long story short, the EA College Football trailer or something like that should be coming out on Thursday. Now I'm going to report something too that was sent earlier by Matt Brown from Extra Points. He's been talking about it a lot. He put out a tweet pretty much saying that this guy pretty much asked, what can we expect on Thursday? Like, is it just going to be a cover reveal or is it going to be the full real deal thing? Matt Brown pretty much said, my advice to everyone who keeps blowing up my phone, email, and everything is to try and just relax. Are you going to have every single question you wanted answered on Thursday? He said, no, probably not. Will you be excited? I think so. Will more information come after Thursday? Yes. So with that being said, let me give my take real quick and I'll let you get yours off because you know this is my thing. EA, you got to give us gameplay on Thursday. You have to show us 10 seconds of something. We cannot just get little screenshots. We need to see gameplay. Like, it don't have to be even 30 seconds, Cam. I'll take a 10-second Shador rolling to the right, throwing the ball. Just give me something. Like screenshot, I'm not going to lie. If they just give me the cover and that's it, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to lie. We need some gameplay, EA. Do not get up here and give us some BS crap. We need gameplay and we need a release date. We need both of those things to happen in 2 days. We need it. We need it. It's too late to be trying to pull we don't have the game film ready. Bro, you are 2 months from releasing. The game should be done at this point. It should be ready to go. It should be playable. Only thing that should be changing right now is fixing up the rosters. That's it. Everything else should be ready to go at this point. Now, Matt Brown did say that he's actually going to get to play the game down there in Orlando, I'm guessing, at the end of this month. So it pretty much lets us know this game is fully playable. But again, like I was saying, Cam, if I don't see gameplay on Thursday, I'm telling you, y'all better get on my stream at 11 o'clock. I'm gonna be pissed if I don't see. I'm telling y'all right now, if I don't see any gameplay on Thursday, I am going to be heated. Again, I'm not asking for 20 minutes of gameplay. Give me a little 3-second clip. Give me a little running. Give me something. Don't just sit up here and say, oh, it's not a Madden reskin. You have had 3 years to work on this. 3. Almost 4. Do not do me like this and say we don't got gameplay ready. I'm not taking that at this point. But Cam, how do you feel? What you think we should expect from the full reveal?
Man, I'm with you. Hey, give my man TJ your Twitch too real quick.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put my Twitch up here too as well. So my
Go ahead.
Twitch is AO_T-Time Gaming, I think 9. I'll put it in here so y'all can see it. But yeah, definitely y'all go check me out because I'm definitely going live right at 11 a.m. on Thursday. Already, you feel me? And we're gonna watch that trailer live. I want live react. I don't even want to see it on the internet. I want to see it live for the first time. And I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all now, if I don't see no gameplay, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. If I just see, oh, here's the cover, I'm gonna be mad. But go ahead, though, bro. My bad. I'm gonna put my Twitch up here so y'all can see it, though.
You good? I think this is what I think they're gonna give you. I think they're gonna give you. I think obviously we're gonna get the cover. I think what they're gonna give too with the cover is official. They're gonna give the release date for the official full length reveal.
Yeah,
I think that's what we're gonna get. I don't know if you're gonna get gameplay or a trailer. You might get some screen caps. But
man, we gotta get gameplay, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Well,
they
see, that's why
gotta give us some gameplay, man.
I think they're gonna give you a date for the gameplay, but also at the same time, though, the game been fully playable for a while.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. Yeah.
It's just
but see, if that's the case, though, bro, my only problem with that, bro, and this is my Twitch right down here, y'all, T-Time Gaming 9, if y'all want to go check that out. Appreciate y'all love and support because we will be going live regardless of what they put out on Thursday. We going live probably at 10:55. So be there at 10:55. I know some of y'all gonna be at work. Put your AirPods in, listen to me, because I'm gonna be right here at the house, ready to see what's gonna happen. But yeah, I just, bro, they don't had 3 years to work on this game, bro. You gotta give us something. I'm not saying even you got to give a whole bunch of gameplay. I'm not even saying that. Just give us something. You feel what I'm saying? Something. That's all I'm saying. But go ahead, though.
I hope they do. I hope they do. I'd be excited too if they do that. But again, I think that they're gonna give us the cover, like they said, and they're gonna give us a release date. So basically, another timer is what I'm thinking they're gonna do. They're gonna say, "Here's the cover."
Okay, so you think on Thursday we're just gonna get the cover, maybe a screenshot or two, and then they're gonna say another another gameplay trailer will come out. Let's just say May 23rd or some shit like that.
So I think what's Thursday? The 16th.
Thursday's the 16th.
And when is next Thursday?
I think that's the 23rd.
It's the 22nd, right?
22nd, yeah.
Oh, I think we're gonna get. Just I put it to you like this. So the new Assassin's Creed game, they announced it. We already knew the game was in development and everything.
Yeah.
They dropped a first little teaser pictures yesterday, and they said reveal trailer on tomorrow. You feel me? That's what I think EA is gonna do on Thursday. They're gonna say, here's the cover. The official full showcase reveal, and I think it's gonna be a long showcase. I'm not saying it's gonna be a 2-minute trailer. I'm saying it's gonna be a full. This is what the game is. These are all the modes. I think they're gonna say this is the date for that, and it's gonna be next Thursday. Is what I think.
I mean, yeah, I can see that. I just, for me personally, man, and shout out to TJ Strickland for following my Twitch. I appreciate you, brother. Don't tell us full reveal in May and then like hoe us. Like that's my thing.
It's still gonna be in May. I'm telling you, this is how the industry works. They lie to. They'll say it's coming out.
So you're saying Thursday pretty much don't expect nothing but screenshots possibly and probably like the cover getting released.
Yeah, this is what I think. Actually, I'll put it this way. This is exactly what I think you're gonna get. You're gonna get the cover, and they're gonna post a video. A little small few second video of, like you said, a player moving on the field. Like you said, probably a Shador, some, you know what I'm talking about?
Somebody big,
The Mahomes when he diving and throwing the football that they show for Madden, it's gonna be something small like that, and they're gonna say full reveal next Thursday. That's what I think they're gonna do.
I hope they don't string us along like that, bro.
They're gonna string you along, bro. I'm telling you.
I can't wait another freaking week, bro. When they've been saying this whole month for reveal May 16th, we telling me we gonna have to wait another week. Yeah. Like, bro, no, bro, you need to show up. Like I said, I'm not even saying they gotta be no like 6-minute trailer. That ain't what I'm saying. Just give me some gameplay. 30 seconds, 20. I'll take 20 seconds of some gameplay, bro, and I will feel give me 15 seconds, bro. I just need to see that this is not a Madden reskin. I got to see some type of gameplay. EA, do not let me down on Thursday, because I'm gonna be live streaming. I'm gonna be live streaming when this thing happens. Do not let me down on Thursday, because I'm telling you, bro, just give me something. As long as I got some type of hope, I'll be all right. As long as they show us something. But if we just get a cover reveal on what's called, I'm be pissed. I'm not gonna lie.
They're gonna give you something. They're gonna give you something. It's gonna be something moving. But I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a full actual reveal where they showing everything. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like it before, but like basically what I'm talking about is usually the game director will get on the stage and he'll basically talk about this is what's going to happen in the game. That's how they do for most games. Now, for sports games, it's a little different. Because obviously sports games, they release annually, so they don't really have a need to do that. But this game right here, you got to do it because this is like the first one. I mean, technically, this is the first EA college football game. Technically,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So like, they have to show you something. They got to show you everything before you get the game. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think we have to see gameplay on Thursday. It don't have to be a lot, but if they just say, here's the cover, we're dropping the full reveal May 30th, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I'm like, bro, like y'all been saying May 16th, mid-May, we're gonna drop the full reveal. I just don't think you can string along your fans when they already don't really have your trust. EA already doesn't have the trust of the fan base. Everybody's already like, we're concerned. We don't know if this is going to work out. We know how EA does. If it was Rockstar, you have leeway. They've been so good. They've made so many good games. But this is EA. EA knows their reputation. Mom and dad, forgive me for cursing. EA's reputation is pretty fucked. Let's just be honest. Like they don't have a good rep. I mean, it's just what it is. They don't have a good reputation, and they know that. So my thing is, if you really want to show out and show your fans that, hey, man, we put in the work. We're ready to show y'all this. We've been working on this for 3 years. It's not like this is an annual release this year. This is the first year this game has came out in 11 years.
Yep.
You technically have had 11 years to work on this, but I'll give you the 3. So I feel like it's only right to put out some type of game film Thursday, like something. Just give us something. That's all I'm asking. That's the main thing I want to see is gameplay. Like the screenshots, that's cool, it's cute and all that. Gameplay is what needs to be shown on Thursday for me personally. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we just get a screenshot. I don't know.
I'm excited either way. I mean, like you said, it's 2 months from today is the day that we was looking at, right? Wasn't it July 4th?
I think they say July. I think so. The rumored date that I think Matt Brown put out was July 19th. Okay. I think originally it was July 12th. So it's technically like 2 months and a couple days. I mean, essentially 2 months away.
2 months. Yeah.
We got to see something, bro. It's EA, you got to stop being pansies. You got to show your hand at this point just a little bit. We're not even saying give us a 6-minute trailer. Give us 3 minutes. We just need to see something, bro.
You know, the funny thing is, too, T, you ain't going to want to hear this, but this might not happen, but next month is the Summer Games Fest. You're going to see some, I think you'll see, you might see a little bit there too.
Yeah.
But like you said, though, they did tell you that the full reveal was coming in May. So so they really can't push it then. They have to do it. Yeah.
And that's the second week of June, right?
Yeah. Usually.
Yeah. So, again.
But they need their own little stage, like my boy Quan.
But Thursday, the thing is, Thursday would be the perfect stage because everybody knows they got this countdown. This is the day. Thursday is the day that they would have. Now, I am scared about your game, GTA, because there's been rumors that they talking about dropping something Thursday too. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but they was talking about. I don't think they are either. But there was rumors that they were talking about dropping something on Thursday. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I even heard somebody was dropping something today, but I guess it never happened. But yeah, you know, they will have their own stage because everybody's gonna be locked in on Thursday trying to find out what EA. They have the stage. They gotta use it though. That's the thing. That's why I said putting out a cover. For me, it's not gonna be enough, bro.
Not enough. Because not enough. And the thing about it is, T, you got to think about it too. again, I know you ain't gonna hear this, but remember the cover that we saw was leaked.
Leaked.
So they
That
was
wasn't even
thinking
supposed to come out.
So EA was thinking they was gonna show the regular cover and the deluxe cover on Thursday. That's what they was gonna do. So they might not have nothing ready for you, but they should though.
And that's Cam, truly and honestly, that's what I'm worried about. That they don't have anything ready for us. But that's truly my concern at this point. Like,
but they got to scramble now though, because again, like they said, you remember it was like, oh well, we wasn't expecting the trailer, or excuse me, that we wasn't expecting the cover to drop.
But my thing is this though, Cam. How do you not have nothing ready when you've been working on the game for 3 freaking years? Yeah. And the game has allegedly been playable for the last like 3 months. Like, you gotta give us like 10 seconds of gameplay, bro. Like, if you can't get that together, like, I'm really gonna be like, okay, EA, I'm really concerned about. I'm already concerned about EA making this game, but I'll definitely be even more concerned if they're like, we don't got nothing ready for y'all. Yeah, like
I tell you, they gonna give you something, bro. You ain't gonna. They gonna give you something, bro.
Because I'm telling y'all, if they don't give me that on Thursday, that Twitch, y'all better get in there early because it's gonna be bad. If this thing just comes up and says cover, I'm gonna be like, oh no, oh no. It really ain't got no gameplay trailer. I ain't doing it. All right, let's go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say they're gonna give you something, so you don't worry about
hopefully, it. Bro. Hopefully. Let's talk about this one album real quick for the last 5 or 10 minutes here. Gunna drops his 4th studio album or 5th? Fifth studio album. And it's amazing. I love it. I think it's a really good album. The album is one of one. Is that correct?
One of one.
One of one. Really good album. 20, I think it's 20 songs on the album. Now, me and Cam, our favorite artist is, well, I think Cam's is more so Future, but y'all know mine is Gunna. Gunna is my favorite artist right now. So yeah, how you feel about the album? How you like it? What's your favorite track? What's maybe some skips? What's some heat? What's some, what's something that the streets gonna be nodding to? You know what I'm saying? Or already nodding to?
Well, the streets already nodding to that On One Tonight. I know that's your jam.
Yeah, that's my favorite song. That's my favorite song right now.
The streets already on that one, but I think I'll be frank. Like I said, One of One, the title track, is my favorite. Probably Hakuna Matata is hot too.
Yeah, it's a banger. It's a quiet banger for real. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Back in the A is hot as well. So I think those tracks probably gonna be the ones that get a lot of love. But man, I just want to talk about Gunna as an artist lately, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Warner is one of my favorite. Future is my favorite for sure. But Warner, bro, Gunna, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. He probably right now, actually, I'll go ahead and say it. Right now, he number 2 for me, for sure. Mm-hmm. Right now,
he number 1 for me. Yeah,
and he creeping into like my all-time top 5.
Yeah, same.
I fool with Warner heavy. I think that again, the consistency. I said this time and time again. Every single time he drops an album, I'm like, bro, Gunna is hot. Since 2020, I'll be frank with you. I don't think there's no other rap artist since 2020, since this decade, that has been on fire like Gunna. I don't think nobody's been this consistent. I don't think nobody's been this. I mean, he almost like pushing the culture forward, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got P. P was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Freaking just the last album, even though
You Mean was a huge one too,
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, that was hot. Rodeo Drive. I mean, that whole
Rodeo Drive was another one. Yeah,
and then Bottom probably my favorite Gunna song of all time.
Yeah, Bottom's a good one. Yeah.
So that's why I was saying, like, these last few albums, this one right here. I mean, these 4 albums that he done dropped in the 2020s, amazing. I give it my score. I give it an 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10.
I was about to say I would give it closer to like a 9 out of 10. I think as far as trap rappers, I think it's Future, Gunna, everybody else. I mean, to be quite frankly, at this moment, I think he kind of has mastered that melodic style, kind of after Future a little bit. I think he's done a really good job with that. And like you said, since 2020, there's only been one rapper that has dethroned Taylor Swift from her number one spot, Gunna, both times. Drake ain't do it. Kendrick ain't do it. Ain't none of them dethroned her from her number one spot when she had an album out at the same time as them. Let me make that clear.
He beat The Weeknd too.
Yeah, and outbeat The Weeknd. Gunna is for the youth. I think anybody from the age about 30 on down just fools with Gunna heavy. And I just think right now, man, I think his flows are so smooth and so crisp. And again, not everybody's going to love Gunna. I know some people that think Gunna's terrible, you know what I'm saying? But he just makes beautiful music, bro. Like, it's no way you can deny his flows, his melodies, he's just freaking good. And he's just like, he's mastered that flow too. Like, nobody can really do that. Like, at this point, like, you know how the Migos had the like going on at that one time?
Yeah.
That Gunna flow, it can't be replicated.
Flow.
Yeah. That Gunna flow cannot be replicated, bro. Like, and he's honed in on it and mastered it. Mm-hmm. And he puts these beautiful, shout out to Turbo, he puts these beautiful beats together, and it's just it's magic, bro. I mean, like I said, that On One Tonight, if that song was like a minute longer, it's probably the best Gunna song he's ever put out. Only reason I can't put it number one because it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds. But that is literally might quite put it number one. Huh?
I say you can still put it number one.
Yeah, I mean, that might be the best Gunna song I've ever heard. I'm so serious, and I love Gunna. Anybody that knows me know I love Gunna. That might be the number one song I've ever heard from him ever in my whole about 6 years of listening to Gunna now since about 2018. That's probably the best one. Yeah. He's just special, man. Like you said, and when you think about, you know, just how consistent he is, he's always putting out good music. He always kind of tunes in with his fan base and kind of gives them what they want. He's not one of those rappers that's dropping too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect, I love Lil Durk. I think Lil Durk drops like a little bit too much sometimes. Like, give us a little bit of a break. Like, you don't have to drop every 3 months. But like, I like how Gunna drops like once a year. Like, we probably won't hear from Gunna again until next spring. I'm okay with that because you don't want to oversaturate your fan base either and just give too much. So I think Gunna has kind of mastered that too and kind of honed in on his fan base. And I think that's important. But I think like I'm with you, man. His consistency since 2020 is just incredible.
That's what I'm saying. But see, when your album is so solid like it is, you don't have to drop all the time.
You don't have to drop. The replay value on all his albums
is high. It's extremely high. Bro, yeah. I'm still, when I tell you Wanna is still in heavy rotation to this day.
Yeah, same.
I put it this way. So like for me, Wanna, I keep it a band with you. Wanna, one of my favorite albums of all time. Just Wanna Deluxe.
Yeah, Wanna Deluxe, yeah.
And then DS Forever was all right. It was cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it was like I like it. You know what I'm saying? But A Gift and a Curse, the one he dropped last year, man, come on.
That's a heater.
Now you know.
That's a heater.
Bro.
I mean, you can go through that whole I honestly, and I think this album was good. I think that album was probably a little bit better, honestly.
I agree.
Yeah, I would say probably a little better than this one.
I would say I think I still think Wanna Deluxe probably my favorite Gunna album for real. But I think A Gift and the Curse it's close. It's real close for me.
Yeah. And it's not even talking about like Drip Season 3 Gunna, Drip or Drown, like
about the mixtapes,
like you know what I'm saying. Like that's not even including that type stuff. So
exactly.
Again, man, Gunna is just he's special, bro.
He's super consistent.
And I like that song he had with Roddy Ricch too. That was a really
Let It Breathe.
Song. Yeah, Let It Breathe. I thought that was a really beautiful song. Mm-hmm. The song he had with DK Metcalf's chick, what's her name? Normani, is that her name? Normie?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, that was a really good song.
Dollar signs.
Yeah, dollar signs. Yeah, I thought that was a really good song as well. So he definitely was solid. Definitely really good album. I did want to give a quick shout out to Chief Keef because that's actually my favorite artist of all time. I thought his album was really good as well for Chief Keef because I'm not going to lie. The last album he dropped was kind of straight. I'm not gonna lie, the one that had Hadouken on there, that album was straight. But before that, Chief Keef was dropping crap. I ain't gonna lie. But this album here, Almighty Soul 2, not gonna lie, this was his best work I think since 2013. Like he did a really good job. He did a really good job. He was really reflective. You know, kind of you could tell he's matured up a lot. You know, the music was just better. That song he got with Sexy Red on that, I think it's called Grape Trees, absolute heater. The song he got, I think it's called Believe. That's kind of when he's talking about his life and stuff like that. It's just a really good album. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to my favorite artist of all time, Chief Keef Sosa. I wanted to give him a shout out real quick because I thought he did a really good job in his album too. But yeah, that Gunna album is in heavy rotation right now and probably going to be in heavy rotation for a while.
I'm gonna have to pick that Chief Keef up now.
No, dude. For Chief Keef, man, it was a pretty good album. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually kind of shocked because, like I said, since 2013, since Finito, he really been dropping BS. I'm not gonna lie. And then last year, he dropped that album. I can't think of the name of it on top of my head, but it had Hadouken on there and all that, and it was a decent album. I cannot think of that album he dropped last year.
Called Phonem.
Phonem. That's it. Yep, Phonem. He dropped Phonem last year.
Ago.
Yeah, well, oh damn. See, I thought it was last year. So he dropped that album. That album. It was decent. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? After that, you know, he didn't really drop much that I liked, but this album is a heater, bro. So
he dropped something earlier this year where Mike Will made it.
See, I didn't even listen to that. I ain't even listen to that.
That was in March. It's called Dirty Nachos.
See, yeah, I didn't even listen to that. Yeah, last album I listened to, yep, that was 2021. Yep, Phonem. That was
he got a lot of.
Yep.
Sosa got a lot of I mean, he kind of, again, no offense, because I think both of these guys are legends, influential legends. But he almost like
Sosa,
he almost like Gucci Mane in a way, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they just dropped too much, and
too
you can't
much.
digest it. And again, that's no disrespect, because I understand, because Gucci, I remember he was talking about, because Gucci got over 100 albums technically.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
he was telling me
mixtapes and all that. Yeah, it's well over.
He was talking about it was in an interview, I watched it, and he was basically saying that the reason why he dropped a lot of music because he know his fans gonna eat it up, and he said it's not much for him to drop an album, like he can just do it because he's just that talented, but at the same time you got to let it breathe, and you gotta it's hard for people to actually look at your whole. I mean, you got over 100 albums, nobody gonna look at that
whole catalog. No,
you'd be hard pressed to find somebody that's heard every single Gucci Mane album.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Versus me,
and I'm a Gucci fan. I definitely haven't heard every album.
Versus me, my favorite artist is Future. Now, Future do drop a lot of music, but at the same time, Future's extremely consistent with his music.
Yeah,
and he'll give you one or two.
Future's not a guy that's going to drop 2-3 albums a year, though.
He'll give you two. He'll
give you two, maybe, but not always, though.
But because the thing about I put
he'll
it this
drop
way,
like an EP. He will drop like a short EP, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
He won't give you like a full album. Like I don't think
So he averages about 2 a year. Yeah. 2 projects, not whole albums, but he'll give you 2 projects a year. This year he's dropped 3, but because the mixtape at the end of We Still Don't Trust You.
We Still Don't Trust You, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, like I said, he's my favorite ever. But his music is digestible though. You know what I'm saying? And it's consistent. He gonna always give you between 17 and 20 tracks. And he gonna drop either early in the year and in the middle of at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Or in the middle of the year, technically. So I just think a lot of but a guy like a Gucci that's dropping every month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chief Keef was dropping 3 or 4 a year that you can't really keep up with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you kind of, even though they making money off it, that's kind of how you lose yourself. You never go number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't going number 1 doing that.
No. And I think this was Chief Keef's best rollout too. Like he did a really good job. I know he interviewed with somebody, I can't remember the guy's name, but he interviewed with a guy, and that went pretty viral and stuff like that. So I think Chief Keef did a better job with his rollout too. So kudos to both of those guys. I think, like you said, both of those guys are very influential, especially Chief Keef. I think he's one of the most influential rappers we've seen, at least in my lifetime, for sure. But yeah, man, kind of wrapping it up here. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all and appreciate y'all's support, man. Really good episode today. We talked about a lot, from gaming to music to basketball. We was all over the place today, but I really enjoyed it, man. Cam, did you have anything else?
Nah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us and sticking with us.
Yeah.
Y'all was going crazy in the comment section.
Y'all was, yeah.
That's probably the most comments I've ever seen on here.
Yeah, we had 103 viewers tonight throughout the whole show. So pretty impressive.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody. Once again, it's all love. We appreciate it. We getting closer to football season again.
Yep.
Also another shout out. I forgot who said it, but Malik said it. The WNBA start tonight.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark. I got him on right now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We didn't get a chance to really talk about it tonight, but we might be able to talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Shout out to the W for starting tonight. And shout out to every one of y'all.
Yeah, same, man. Appreciate y'all for the love and support. We always appreciate it, man. And we're gonna try to stick back to getting back to doing Tuesdays, man, to kind of stay with the schedule. It was just good to kind of just be, me and Cam tonight again, because I know y'all probably had missed it just being us for, because these last couple of weeks it's been everybody coming on and stuff like that. So again, man, we appreciate it. We love y'all, and we will holler at y'all next week, man. Y'all have a good one.